Okay, so stretching for the legs, lower legs. We're going to start tibialis anterior. The muscle causes you to dorsiflex and invert the foot. So in order to stretch, I need to evert and plantar flex. The key to figuring out a basic stretch maneuver is if you remember the actions of each muscle, just do the opposite actions. This one inverted and dorsiflex. So I plantar flex and evert. And a lot of people won't feel this one, not unless this muscle is really tight. Some muscles are tight kind of all the time, a lot of muscles are not. The bicep is never able to get to the top, a lot of people don't feel it. Each stretch I want to hold for a minimum of 8 full seconds. That means you should count to 10 if you're a slow counter, 15 if you're a fast counter. You know who you are. They need a full 8 seconds. We also have clocks with second hands you can watch. Okay? We'll be going through advanced stretching techniques next week where we have an actually engaged past with us. I'm going to go ahead and grasp the bottom for heel and have her toes against my forearm, lean forward. This creates a stretch along the Achilles tendon up through the gastroc, which attaches the femur. If the knee is straight, then we're stretching gastroc and soleus. Hopefully we're getting more of the gastroc to get more specific than the soleus. I prefer typically to start them face down and do soleus first. You get soleus stretched out and relaxed first, then when you come to this one, you know gastroc is engaging more. Same thing over here at the gym, doing sitting calf raises before standing, works both muscles more functionally. Some people don't like this standing position. I find it really nice, but you can also hold here and just press on the foot, and you're doing essentially the same thing. Be wary when you're doing this stretch, you let her leg remain on the table. I see some people do this, and they're going to lift her leg at the same time. This is putting a lot of strain on the knee. Allow it to stay down on the table. Okay? Bring your knee up. And keep it in line with the body. As I come up, it tends to want to come out to the side. We don't want that to happen. We want to stay in line, like I'm trying to take it straight up to the shoulder, and then drive straight forward. I'm holding the bottom of the foot. You can also put it against your shoulder if you like. For some people, if you have a person with really long femurs and you're really short, you might need to come up on the table. Okay, let them know. Hey, I'm going to come up on the table for a second. You come up and then you push in. This is stretching the gluteus maximus here. And a lot of people will feel pinching in the front of the hip during this stretch. If that's the case, what's happening is you're kind of pinching the joint capsule in the front. To disengage that, you come out, lift the leg up, and then go forward. When you come out and lift the leg up, it kind of stretches that material out, and when you go in, you pass the pinch point. Also watch the opposite leg. Notice her leg as I go and stretch, how that opposite leg starts to rise a little bit. People they'll try to go farther up here, they'll roll their whole pelvis, and you can see that because the opposite leg starts to rise. You can just remind them to keep that leg down on the table. You can, they actually sell straps, and you can actually, they go around the table, and you can actually strap that leg down, like that's a look straight. I will often just lightly touch it with my leg. Don't lose your weight, don't lose your balance, and come down and crush that knee, but just lightly touching is enough to remind them to keep it straight while I do the stretch. From here, I back out until the femur is straight up and down. Rotate the leg, so it's at a 45-degree angle, and then I try to take the knee to the opposite shoulder. Well, a lot of people get this position right, and then they'll do this. Well, they brought the knee over, but they totally just lost the angle. Now you're not doing the stretch. The stretch is for the piriformis muscle and the decumbent fingers. I come angle again, and I just take it straight forward. This imitates a yoga pose called death pose. Pigeon, yeah, some sort of dirty bird.
That's hilarious.
Cameraman approved. Okay. 8, 9. So you do a deep breath. You can have her take a deep breath in. And as she breathes out, sometimes you can go deeper into the stretch at that point. Make sure, again, that leg doesn't compensate. You can hold for another 10. Each stretch can be repeated 3 to 5 times. How do you know, let's say you get to 3. How do you know you're done at 3 and you don't need to go all the way to 5? Because after the deep breath, it doesn't go any farther. If you do a breath, then on number 3, you still go farther, go to 4. If you do a breath, it still goes farther, go to 5. But if on number 3, number 3, no change, that muscle's done for today. Okay, also on this leg, hamstring stretch. Here. You go ahead and a lot of times where people have their arms makes a big difference. When she brings her arms up, or it raises her rib cage, increases the stretch in the low back. And right now we want the low back to kind of be relaxed and neutral. We just only want to focus on this. And bring that down. Actually allows me to go up a little bit further. Because we're stretching, changing the stretch focus to the back of the knee. I should be able to raise this ideally straight up and down. A little tight. Most people have pretty tight hamstrings. Right now we're focusing primarily right here on the hamstring. I can engage the entire posterior fascia. The same piece of fascia runs from the bottom of the toes, along the plantar aponeurosis, Achilles tendon, along the gastroc, along the hamstrings, along the glutes maximus, straight up the erectors over the glande pneumatica. Same piece of fascia connects the bottom of your toes to the top of your head. So a lot of times people will go down and bend over to do a hamstring stretch, but they'll feel it in their back, or they'll feel it in their calves, because you feel it where it's the tightest. If that's the case, I would back off, do that stretch first, and then come back to this one. I can engage the entire fascial screen by being in this stretch and then pulling the toes down. A lot of times, if you already have them in the stretch position for hamstring, then you bring this in, it increases the intensity exponentially. But you start to engage the fascia more, not just the muscle. For abductors, adductors. For adductors, most basic stretch, and see her fist starting to slide away, so I'll just place my knee there so it doesn't roll away. I'm just going to secure the hip here and bring her leg over here. Stretching the lateral thigh. I just have mine in front of her so it doesn't slide away. For the adductors, the ones that pull the leg in, I'm going to abduct. You just do the opposite action. And so again, because I slide a little back, I said back there, pelvis, knee goes out. And that's actually a nice, good stretch for it. Sometimes people, their leg will just drop to the table because this is just not a very good, they've got plenty of mobility in this position. If that's the case, I would bring her knee up and over her ankle. Ankle over her knee. Yes. Don't leave it in the middle because the ankle bone will drive into the quads and hurt really bad. You've got to bring it across so the ankle bone is off of the thigh. And that increases the stretch considerably. She doesn't need that today, but this is how I increase it. You do it here. It would be better if I came to on that side while being comfortable with that. So. Okay. Any other questions for the anterior, inferior?